Got the pre-show.
Shake. And we are live on the pre-show.
But yeah, man, like I was saying, like so speaking like you brought up the weather. So I saw this thing on Twitter, so take it with a grain of salt. I saw this thing on Twitter. I'm about to find it right quick. It says according to people that are in ecology. So that's like the I guess that's like the study of plants and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So the University of in Serbia,
Are you talking about the flowers growing in
bro.
Australia?
They said they got flowers are now starting to bloom in Antarctica.
Yeah, in Antarctica. Yeah, that's where it was.
And they
Yeah.
said this is the first evidence of an accelerated ecosystem response that is directly associated and a consequence of global warming. Bruh, they got flowers blooming in Antarctica. What you dog? What's up, Green? Big brother, hey, I sent you something on Twitter, dog. I was crying. I had literally tears coming from my eyes, like laughing from the video I sent you, Green. Check it out. But S Rider, bro, flowers are blooming in a place where there should be no soil. Like, of course, there's soil, but the weather conditions should be so cold and extreme that you shouldn't be getting flora and like different things like that. What do you think?
World coming to an end. There's a
Boy, so
world
when they talking about they finding aliens, bruh.
right, aliens and just a lot of things like weird stuff like California getting Category 5 hurricanes. Like you don't think of like when you think of hurricanes, you think of hurricanes like hitting the down south areas.
What's
I've
good, X?
no,
The
no,
X Man.
I've never heard of hurricanes. I could be wrong, but in my 36 years of living, hurricanes hitting California, and we talking about
Yeah,
Cat
bro.
5, bro. Like this is like it's weather that's been hitting different places that you never thought. Like I'm never like even in New Orleans, bro. I was a firm believer. I said I thought I would never hear about tornadoes as often as we do in New Orleans. Like it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. I mean, every time it rains, like I don't know, bro. And even I don't know if you heard the news because I know you are in Baton Rouge,
Yeah.
right? They got something going on in Jefferson Parish. I don't know if it's affecting different parishes. I've been, getting info from different people.
Uh-huh.
Something about water, something about some type of water event that's causing the water. Like a lot of people have to start buying water because they got something going on with the water system down there. So that's another issue. And I'm starting to think that is something because I actually went to the grocery store and the only water they had available was like the Dasani water. And I was like, yeah, there's something,
Cause people don't really like the sunny water like that.
yeah, but
But in these cases, you gotta get what you gotta get.
what you got to get, you know what I'm saying? But this world where in the aliens, let me be very frank, and y'all got to excuse me, man, for the folks that's watching us.
Me and my
Uh,
dog under the weather.
yes, I'm a little bit under the weather, but me and Zig had to come tonight and give y'all some type of content because it's been a minute since we got up on this platform and gave y'all some content. And if y'all are looking for Tay, Tay is out once again. She'll rejoin us next week and stuff like that. It's just been a lot going on behind the scenes, and if you know, you know. But we appreciate for
Oh
people
yeah.
and rocking with us and patiently waiting for us to come back.
Hey man, just life happening. We adults. People
Yeah,
got responsibilities. It's all good.
definitely. But
But yeah.
yeah, the alien thing though, I'm not shocked. I'm not really shocked by that, to be honest with you, bro. Because I know growing up, we looked at these movies like Men in Black, Independence Day, and we looked at it as just movies. And we looked at it as just like, okay, this is science fiction, it's not true. But the older you get and you see all these documentaries and you see all these different type of movies, just like what that is, The Day After Tomorrow and 2012 and all these different type of
Mm-hmm.
bro.
What was the one with there was another one with Nicolas Cage and like the Knowing.
Oh yeah,
That was a good one too.
and then you got the one with Mark Wahlberg, The Happening, when the trees.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
What about
so,
the one with the Rock with the twisters in was it San Andreas or
San
something like that?
Andreas, yeah. It's a lot, bro. It's just
So for those, just to provide a little context for those that's like, man, what y'all talking about? I got I'm gonna share my screen with the channel. Application window. Here we go. So as y'all see, according to Daily Loud, they say flowers are now starting to bloom in Antarctica, and experts say this is not good news. This will be the first evidence, blah blah blah, which we talked about earlier. And there's photos. Now, once again, with AI technology and all these types of different things, this could be a fake photo, and this could be much to do about nothing.
right.
But it does give a good talking point of like, man, what's been going on lately. So we're not saying this is a real photo. We're just saying this is it's possible, but very interesting.
Right. It is. And you don't know what to believe anymore with this AI technology that's coming. That's even enhancing even more now. So it's like everything is like what can you really take from it? Like even
it's flowers growing in Antarctica, bro. That's like what?
Yes.
But they saying the glaciers are melting.
They've been melting. Bro. The ice caps and all that stuff, man. But
it's so hot. This was like probably one of the hottest for those like Green. I don't know where Axel's located at. I know Green's in the northeast region of the US, but like for those that are in the south, this had to have been and that's right, I can tell you, we was outside kids. We was always outside balling, shooting. Like this had to have been one of the hottest and most miserable summers that I can remember. I don't remember a summer being this miserable.
Nah,
it is hot.
It's just like
dog.
It's just like probably this week alone, it just got comfortable outside. I would say that it's still.
I can agree.
It's still like it gets warm. I ain't gonna say hot. Like in the part of the day.
Yeah, you can tell it's still summer, but like not like how it was in like July and August.
Right. The wind is blowing to the point where you can actually go sit outside and enjoy sitting outside without being like sweating as soon as you put your finger outside. Like you can actually enjoy being outside. So you can tell.
Where you work at? Are you near water? Like, are you near the Mississippi or anything like that?
Yes, I am.
So usually you should get that little breeze from the water, but if you don't have no wind, that heat bounces off the water, which makes it more humid.
Exactly. So, yeah, man. But other than that, though,
Green said the aliens are mad at us. Global warming. Dolph Ziggler got fired. I can't take it no more. Hey, that is true. They're doing a clean sweep over there in WWE.
And for all my even though this is not a sports topic show, shout out to our brother Jono Barnes, who had me and Ziggy on the past Tuesday. Y'all definitely check him out.
Hey, we're doing some big things over there, man.
Right. Definitely check him out. Well, check us out along with Jono. This is not a permanent thing, of course. But every Tuesday we are going to make a valiant effort for all the sports fans.
Yeah.
We're gonna run down, of course. Jono and Zig are diehard New Orleans Saints fans, and as for me, I am a diehard Los Angeles Rams fan. So I go on the show more like a first take skip.
Because me and Jono would just be agreeing all day on the show, and that's kind of like, we need somebody with a
This is a sports show where we go in there, we talk about the NFL and stuff like that. And if all the Dallas Cowboys fans out there, I don't know if y'all got the bad news. Trayvon Diggs had towards.
I kind of felt bad, man. I know it's fun to beat up on the Cowboys, but I kind of felt bad. I was like, dang.
I kind of feel bad.
That's kind of. I was like,
get hurt, bro. Like,
yeah, bro.
Every week, a big time player is either out for half the season or they are done, and we're not even beginning the season yet, and we got all these big names already out with knee injuries, torn pectoral muscles and stuff. It's just crazy. But
Green said, "I hope both
out to the Dallas Cowboys."
we know. Well, see, Green is in that NFC East territory up there. I don't know. What's your favorite football team, Green?
Oh, so you know.
But for those that do like sports and everything like that, if you just are joining us on the pre-show, as Ryder said, it might not be often, but we will try to make a valiant effort for those that like sports. Y'all can find us over on the John O. Barnes channel. We'll be part of the John O. Barnes show in the portion where he does the weekly recaps. The weekly recaps and then the next week preview. Yeah. So we'll be on the recap portion of his show.
Right. But tonight, bro, we're not. This is not an episode. This is me and Zig really chopping it up with y'all because I do want to have a simple conversation right quick. It's not simple, but I do want to have a conversation with the community. We want to give y'all content because it's been a couple of weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, since y'all seeing our faces. Once again, for people that's probably wondering where's Tay at, Tay is not available tonight. She's doing well, but she'll be with us next week for another, for an episode, for one of these premiere episodes that we want to bring to y'all. So, but tonight, I just wanted to chop it up with Ziggy because there's a lot.
Of course,
it's a lot, and like I said, this is not going to be. Probably most minimum half an hour, probably, but it's something that I definitely want to chop it up, and then it could carry over into next week when Tay comes on. Because to me, I don't know if y'all been seeing what I've been seeing, and we're gonna discuss it. We're gonna see what the chat has to say, and we're gonna hopefully next week Tay comes on. We can further discuss it because, we here at this channel, we are not going to knock anybody's opinions and we're not going to just have a one-sided conversation. So we like to hear from both sides of the spectrum. We like to hear from both sides of the party. So that's how we rock it. So on the other side of the pre-show, we're going to go to the commercial. We'll give y'all the intro. And when we come back, I'm going to ask Ziggy and I'm going to ask y'all a question, and we're gonna have a little small conversation tonight. So
ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's good to just kind of bunker down and just chat. Yeah, chat amongst your friends.
Yeah.
All right, so let me get my button set up. All right, and we'll see y'all in a few minutes.
Hey, it's Tay from Let's Hash It Out podcast. The first place you come to hash things out every Tuesday at 7 p.m. No topic is off the table, and the audience is the biggest part of the show. Get ready for Let's Hash It Out podcast.
Get out your feelings and stop the killing and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south. Bases is loaded, 2 strikes and 1 more, I get you out. Let's talk about like adults and sit back and hash it out. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out, hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Men lie and women lie, but numbers don't. We can debate if you want, but I know you really won't. I'ma reach and guess my percentage on the desk. I'm sure like Holmes, detective skills, it be at the max. S. Ryder, his topics, he bringing be the best. Ziggy the BC be streaming, that man is built for next. Take talk, she wear the dress, but don't try to press. I'm S. Dotted, I'm camping smacking, we at your neck. Hash it out, 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 and we gon' hash it out. Hash it out, hash it out. hash it out, hash it out. Let's get your cups and sit back and let's talk and hash it out. Get out your feelings and stop to kill it and run your mouth. We talking east to the west, I'm not bringing back the south. Bases is loaded, 2 strikes and 1 more, I get you out. Let's talk about like adults and sit back and hash it out.
What's going on, everybody? This is Ziggy the Beast, and I'm very happy to announce that we have a promo going on in the Hash It Out store for 72 hours. You can get a shirt, backpack, mug. You can get a hoodie. You can get your crop top, whatever you want. The entire store is on sale. Use the promo code HashOut for free shipping on your order for 72 hours. Yes, free shipping on your order for 72 hours. Use the promo code HashOut, and in the checkout you'll see the changes made there. And I appreciate everyone for supporting us, and happy shopping.
Yo. Welcome everybody to the Let's Hash It Out podcast platform. I am S. Ryder along with Ziggy the Beast, and we're holding it down tonight for Tay Talks, who is out unfortunately, but she'll be back with us next week. Before we kick it off, before I kind of give everybody, see how everybody doing, I need y'all to do something for us at the channel. Of course, every week we will be live, try to get back to the platform on a regular basis. Thursdays night, even though I know it's football, I know our fans and community like to sit and watch football, but check us out. Y'all can have a double screen, and had a Let's Hash It Out podcast there. But yeah, most definitely, man, follow us on all platforms. If you can't catch us live, of course you can rewatch us on YouTube. Y'all can follow us there on Let's Hash It Out podcast. But while you're over there on YouTube, I need y'all to subscribe, hit that notification button. That way you'll be notified when we're going live, when there's new content being uploaded. So definitely follow all of us. Tay, S. Ryder, Ziggy the Beast on all platforms, Twitters. Throughout the show, Zig will do his magic, his production magic. He'll have our, Instagram names and Twitter and Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Just chop it up with us and stuff like that. So, man, I'm glad to be with y'all. Tonight is not a regular episode. It's more like an opportunity to kind of catch up with the community because, like I said, it's been a couple of weeks since we chopped it up with y'all and gave y'all some content. So we just want to have a little conversation right quick. Not going to be long. Not going to keep y'all long at all. And I definitely want to just make sure that we just give y'all some form of content that y'all can watch, and because y'all been rocking with us for long, so we don't want to keep going and delaying y'all for further content. So to the conversation. Zig, how you doing, man?
What's good, Tay? Oh, and Green answered your question early. He said the Ravens.
Oh, Baltimore.
So yeah, he in that Baltimore area.
I'm not mad at Baltimore. I'm always been a fan. I've always been a fan of their defense. They always had one of the best defenses in the NFL. The only problem with y'all team, bro, y'all can't stay healthy whole season.
At all.
I mean, if it ain't one star player, it's the next. It's running backs. It's Lamar Jackson. Y'all got, bro, if y'all team was healthy, I tell you no lie, Baltimore really could have probably about like 2 or 3 championships. And that's with Patrick Mahomes. That's if y'all stay healthy, but hey.
Concrete and Joe, haven't talked to you in a few years. How you been? Hey, how you doing? What question you got for us today, bro?
So it's not even a question, bro. It's a conversation I want to have, and I wish Tay wasn't. I wish he was here, and I wish he wasn't ducking this smoke, because, bro, I don't know if you haven't seen it. I don't know if y'all been on social media, and I haven't been on social media like talking about it, but bro, I don't know if y'all been seeing a pattern with married couples or just these relationships, right? There is a high, bro. It seems like everywhere you turn, every day somebody's getting divorced, or somebody that we thought was a good person in a relationship. For prime example, right? I'm gonna give you 2 examples. One example is Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. Now, for those who watch the Shannon Sharp channel whatever podcast he has. Shout out to him.
Club Shay Shay
All right,
on YouTube.
Right. Well, he had Dwayne Wade on there, and Dwayne Wade, I guess he admitted that I guess a couple of years ago he had some type of outside affair with another woman. He finally admitted. That's what the caption.
So what happened was, I guess I'm thinking
Right.
they split, but during that time that they were supposed to be figuring things out, he wouldn't have a baby by another woman during that small time frame.
So I get that, but they say
Yeah.
it seems like it's some type of big news because he's saying, "Oh, he finally admitted that he did it." So when you write something like that, that's to the audience. It's kind of like, well, why was he hiding it? When did this come out? I guess for those who know, they know. But then there's a bigger one. If you follow if you're in the battle rap culture, yes, duck and smoke, right? Duck and smoke. If you're in the battle rap culture, and for those who follow hip hop, I don't know if y'all familiar with Remy Ma, part of the Terror Squad.
Yeah, she was in jail for like 7 or 6 years, and
And
she was married to Papoose.
right. But now it's confirmed that she is now in another relationship with a battle rapper she made the face of her league that she just put out. So you got to think about this, Zig. This is the conversation I want to have, because put yourself in the shoes of Papoose, right? And if nobody knows who that is, that's a rapper. Everybody, if you're into the hip hop game, the hip hop culture.
Oh yeah, what about Pap?
Everybody know about Papoose. He's one of the most underrated lyricists in the game, right? But whatever. He held down Remy Ma for 6 years, mind you. Now, before we get into it, of course, you're gonna have the people that say, "Well, what was he doing for those 6 years while she was in prison? Did he do this?"
She confirmed that he would come up every day.
Right.
I'm gonna let
So,
you finish, but yeah.
Yeah, you good, Zig. I want you to put this info out there because I know people gonna be like, "Well, she had a reason to do it," and yada yada yada. No. So this man held her down for 6 years. 6 years while she was in prison, right? Came out of prison, you know, they got married, they had a beautiful child, and now this battle rapper, by the way, he's pretty known. Like I said, you have to be in a battle rap culture to really know who I'm talking about. But it just goes to show you, bro, like the divorce rate is going through the roof, bro. And the conversation that I want to have is really, what is it like? What are the standards now in marriages? Like, what are the standards in relationships? What are people really want? Like, I hate to say this, in this generation, even though temptation, infidelities, cheating, side piece, all this stuff been going on for centuries. But in this generation, it just seems like the stuff that we wouldn't tolerate, or our parents wouldn't tolerate, with the cheating and the disrespect and all these side pieces. What are the standards now, bro? Even with dating is getting to a point where people don't want to even date no more, bro, because they tired of the revolving door, and they would rather deal with the bullshit from the past because it's more of a familiarity. Excuse me, a comfortability point where they feel more established with that person, right? So it's a lot of things that people are doing that, you look at them, you be like, hey, I don't want to do this. I don't want to backtrack, but sometimes you get tired of the new revolving door, the trying to get to know somebody. You know, the dating scene, people just don't have time for it, and I don't blame them. Like, people don't have time for the bullshit. People don't have time to be wasting their time on somebody that's not gonna value their time and understand them and actually put forth the effort. You know what I'm saying? But it just seems like everybody's getting divorced, bro. Like, everybody's getting divorced. Like, they're splitting up. And we ain't talking about no 2 years or 3 years. We talking about years of marriages. And yes, it is possible that for people that's been in love for many years, they just fall out of love.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just crazy though, dog. Like, what are the standards now, dog? Like, for somebody that held you down for 6 years, and then even to fast forward to now, well, he did something. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, what if this person or Pat Poose really wasn't out here like that, and he was really like faithful, and he was really just like, hey, that's my woman. Like, no other woman compares to what I have. That's who I rock with.
Yeah, and I don't think they were married either when she went to jail.
Right. But what are the standards now? Like, this goes for both men and women. I even asked a simple question. It might be stupid to people, but I really asked a simple question. What do women really expect from men? Like, I'm dead ass serious. And they should be like, well, you shouldn't have to ask that question. You're right. But it seems like when things are going, I'm not going to say perfect, because nothing is perfect. But when things are going great, when things are, even when a couple is trying to redefine their relationship and try new things and do different things to keep the relationship fresh and keep it, elevating, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to keep your relationship stagnant or boring and stuff like that. And every couple, excuse me, every couple is different. Everybody's relationship is different. Everybody does things different. I get it. But what I'm saying is, like, bro, what do women expect from men now? Like, what is one thing or two things that women expect men to change? And I will ask the same thing for the fellas. As us men, what do y'all feel like, if there was one thing you can ask a woman to stop, like, to change, what would it be? Because a lot of men, you know what I'm saying? I guess the emotional side. I mean, women, let's just be frank. A woman will tell you, and there's no knock on women or nothing. They're emotional. They get more emotional than we do. And it's like, I don't know, bro. It's just weird. Like, divorce. It's divorce after divorce after divorce. It's breakup after breakup after breakup. So, is relationships even possible now?
It is, bro. So my thing is, so my thoughts on it is like, it's multi-layered. So
right.
The first thing is there is still a lot of successful, happy couples out here.
Right.
But what gets the clicks, what gets people talking, what gets everybody in gossip mode and different things like that is the negative stuff. So what do you think they're going to promote? They're going to promote the negative stuff. Right. If somebody went on Shannon Sharp's podcast and said, oh man, we've been married for 30 years and everything's good, it's happy, it'll be the end. But now if you enter some tea in there, as people like to say, oh, I cheated, oh, I did this, I did, oh, then everybody starts sitting up in their chair, they start, oh, what's going on? What's good? And then that's what sells, that's what they push out. So I wouldn't so much focus on, or maybe take it as there's so much negativity out there. It's just in media in general. So whether on social media, whether on the news, negativity is going to sell. But also too, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to really anything in general, it got to make sense. You got to have an answer to the question why. So if you want to get married, why? Why do you want to get married? Because there are so many people that say, I want a husband. Why?
Yeah.
Or I want a wife. Why? You have somebody that you gotta have a justification on why. So if it's just to keep up with what you think society wants, then you know what I'm saying?
I think that's part of the problem.
That's part of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, or some people have family pressure When you gonna give me when I'm gonna get some grandkids around here? When I'm gonna get
like, and I feel
when I'm
like,
gonna get, you know what I'm saying? So people feel that pressure on,
Right.
and then sometimes too people, and then we've talked about this ad nauseum at this point. Is just like, bro, people just don't communicate, bro.
and I
You ever
get-
had it? You ever had a situation where you get in an argument with somebody and then they say, "See, this is why I'm talking about. See, 2 months ago you was doing the same. Why you bringing up stuff from 2 months ago? I don't remember what I did. Why didn't you tell me?"
because that's ammunition. That's ammunition
See,
to
and that's the problem.
on you. Like that's just like somebody asks. We had a conversation at my job, and somebody was like, you know, if somebody cheated on you, would you take that person back? And that's a tough. That's a tough. Like that's a tough
Yeah,
question
that's
because
a little extreme.
a lot of people will say, "Man, I ain't taking nobody back that cheated." But once again, understand what type of generation that we're living in and what type of moment right now. Because I think every generation you have trends, right? And I feel like any man or woman that really values themselves and they know what they are worth, they know what they deserve, they know what they're not tolerating,
Mm-hmm.
anything. They're not dealing with no cheating motherfucker.
No.
Now, on the flip side, though, once again, somebody would tolerate, and that's crazy to me, though. But people I'm going, though, Zig, they won't tolerate somebody cheating on them. But I guess it's a certain tolerance
It was, you said tolerant. Okay.
of somebody cheating. For prime example, if somebody's paying all the bills, they're taking care of everything, well, they're gonna be like, well, I mean, that person take care of everything. I'm straight. I'm not struggling. I know they out here cheating.
Mm-hmm. But that goes into the saying that people say people do to you what you allow. So if you allow somebody to,
But that's the thing, though. You don't want to tolerate that, but you tolerate it because you may be afraid to take that leap of faith and let somebody else
mm-hmm.
treat you better that could do the same thing, but won't disrespect you with cheating.
That's what Green said. People say they don't deal with cheaters, but pick cheaters.
To me, I call that a physical attraction. Like I feel like it's a physical attraction, and it could be an emotional attraction, if that makes sense. Because that person might cheat, but once again, people fall in love during sex. People fall in love because they just like how that person make them feel, because the other person don't know how to connect with them on a more emotional level. And but once again, it sounds redundant and it sounds repetitive. But if you don't communicate, how you feel or what you should, everybody be like, I shouldn't have to tell you, or you should already know, and you should already observe. Well, first of all, I'm not a mind reader. You know what I'm saying? I can't read minds. And yeah, I probably could pick up on signs, but that shouldn't make you angry, or you shouldn't go, all right, well, I didn't give you enough signs.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go out here and definitely go do my own thing. I'm gonna go find somebody else that's gonna take what I want right now. And that's the thing.
Right.
It's not something that you want probably forever. It's probably in that moment or in that temporary span, you really be like, man, I just want somebody that's gonna do this. And I can't get that from somebody else because they're either too busy working or they too busy trying to prepare for the long term of a financial stability for their family or a peaceful, joyful, happy type of living. You know what I'm saying, Zig? Like, it's a lot of components that goes with it. But I just feel like it's very alarming that a lot of relationships, and I'm not talking about celebrities' relationship. Let's just get that out the way now. I'm not talking about no celebrity relationships.
Yeah, because they're working on a different playing field than what we on.
Level. There's
money and all type of other stuff tied into that stuff. But I mean, yeah.
Their life is a story. It's an open book for the world because they're famous. So of course, like you said before we talked about this, sometimes the PR might be like, get with the wife and the husband and be like, why don't y'all say something negative? And that's gonna get y'all
Just boring. Y'all just agreeing all day and just nobody wants to, yeah.
It goes to show you though, Zig, like as much as we preach about positivity, it seems like we glorify negative stuff more than anything because that's what excites people. Nobody wants to be around somebody that's always happy and joyful and saying positive stuff. You gotta have a little mix. You heard me? So you gotta have a little.
Yeah, Sean. So on your social media, you need to stop posting all them motivational quotes, bro. Throw some future in there. Throw some toxic.
It seems like that's what I probably will have to do. You know, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna change who I am. Like,
no, not facts. What do you think about this, bro? We have a message from Green SP that says society needs to normalize friends with benefits. Sex is sex, but relationships are completely different. But society wants to put them in the same box too often.
Friends with benefits.
He says normalize it to like make it. He says they put that in the casual relationship stuff.
Even that could be a tricky. That's a tricky situation too if it's not communicated the right way and the two parties.
Yeah, because somebody start catching a feeling or something.
You're saying friends with benefits, all right? That's cool and all, but that's a temporary thing because at some point, that person, right? That person or the man or the woman, somebody along the line or down the road is going to catch some type of feelings, and they're going to be like, even though we agreed upon this, I want to take it up another notch. But that other person may not want to do that particular leveling up with you because they're just comfortable at what they got. And that's just, okay, we might get together and we might have sex and shit like that. And after that, you go do you, I'm going to do me. And guess what? There's no strings attached. Like, you ain't got to feel bad if you talk to another woman and that woman ain't got to feel bad. You see what I'm saying? But you're going to start catching feelings if that woman start talking more to that other man and now she really feeling him. And that's where, okay, oh, that's how you play? All right, bet. Now that go to petty stuff, and that's when somebody wants to pop up at the house unannounced. That's when windows getting shattered, tires getting slashed. That's when you pop up at different events. You want to fight. And I hate to say it, and it's a serious note. Somebody might feel like, hey, I might want to kill somebody. I mean, that's a fact. That's a real factual thing, Zig. And that's why you can't really play with everybody's emotions when it comes to stuff like that, because you never know what type of mind state, because that person might truly like you and really care for you. If you mess with them the wrong way, they'll snap. So you do the friends with benefits. You kind of got to have a good communicating partner and an understanding on the terms. It's more like a contract, if you ask me.
So Green has another comment. He says people that don't enjoy the date. He said people don't enjoy the dating phase. I guess going back to what you're saying, that people always having to say, oh, here we go. We got what's your favorite color?
Right.
He said people don't enjoy the dating phase where you learn about each other. So what people end up doing is they rush, they get married for the idea of a marriage. You end up with the shock face, the shock Pikachu face.
Wow, really?
But I think that's just one of those things, man, because there's a lot of people getting married out here, man. Like, like I think I've been invited to almost 8 weddings in the past 2 years. So people get married, and people are happy, and people are embracing love with their person. But that stuff don't get shared on social media. It might get shared on social media, then that's cute. Scroll to the
right. And you know what, Zig? I think, like I said, I know a lot of people that's married. You know what I'm saying? A couple of my friends, they are married, and I'm talking about they got successful relationships. Like, they got a beautiful marriage. And
exactly.
ain't nobody perfect. You know, behind closed doors,
But that's true too.
you know, they probably got their problems and they probably had.
Well, I mean, everybody run into their problems, and that's the thing,
Right.
and that goes into that social media like thing too. It's like, oh man, they're so great. I didn't know they were breaking up, like with the Papoose and Remy Ma situation. Going back to your topic, oh
Yeah.
man, they're so. We don't know what was going on behind closed doors. We don't know.
Right. And that's why I was saying.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying, like, a lot of people be like, there's two sides to the story, but that to me, I would kind of feel bad, and I know he probably feeling, you know, like a lot of people might be like, well, he's a rapper, he can get anybody he wants, but for you to hold somebody down for 6 years in prison, and you really like held them down, for them to just come out a few years later and for them to just turn the tables on you just like that, and then a lot of people, it's a lot of criticism because they like, oh, she went from an industry rapper to a whole battle rapper, because the battle rapper stigma is, oh, they don't make a lot of money, which is false. Some established battle rappers in the culture probably makes more money than these high fashion, well-known hip-hop
Well,
artists.
especially now in 2023 with YouTube, and people could be content creators now, and
So
yeah, they have more of a opportunity.
yeah, so let's just get that out the way. These battle rappers, like I said, if you know, you know. If you follow the battle rap culture, there's a lot of battle rappers that y'all probably see mostly on Wild 'N Out with Nick Cannon. You see a few of them on there.
Oh yeah, Conceited, all them boys.
A few of them that works with the ESPN networks. You know, so they got a lot of going on for these battle rappers.
That's a good point. That's a fair point. Yeah, they don't do just that.
Right.
Yeah.
And it just, like I said, man, I just feel like social media, you know, once again, it does a lot of things for us. It's a place where, I hate to say it, you can be yourself. You can be somebody completely different. You can actually build yourself up to be famous out here. It could propel you into a whole different environment where, you know, you was a nobody to an overnight sensation just by the click of a button, or just one video going viral, and that propels you into a different level. And I just feel like, you know, some people, not all, right.
People be married in January. People meet in January and then be married in February. They got shows that do that.
Does that, right? And I just feel like this, like, you know, a lot of people feel like, you know, why get married? Even with there's a lot of things where people say, man, I don't want to get married because what do men benefit from being married to a woman? Right? You got that question out there in the content creator world. Like, you know, what is the benefit for a man? You know what the woman's going to gain. You know what I'm saying? But the difference, every situation, everybody's relationship different. Because if a man comes in with everything and a woman comes in with everything, then, you know,
but that's part of the problem. They're going in it with the wrong mindset. Instead of saying, I'm coming in, what are you getting out of it? I'm getting a life partner, I'm getting a best friend, I'm getting mother of my kids, I'm getting somebody I can confide in, I'm getting, and if you want to get monetarily with it, if your spouse chooses to work, we're getting double income household. Right. I mean, I don't know. Like people go into everything. Well, what I'm getting out of it. Well, what I'm
look. You just did that. You scratching the back of your head.
I'm just like I really was scratching my head. Like,
plus, even though I'm not married or anything like that, but at the end of the day,
the issue is men or women of today are looking at marriage in the context of modern marriage, courthouse, marriage finances, etc.
Yeah. I think people looking for that even in relationships, bro. Like,
people looking for that from according to, you know, some videos you see on social media, and you start to see why some people are in the situations that they're in. They're looking for wife and husband benefits from people that they're not married to yet, right. Which you should see the qualities of that in them. But they're not obligated to give you those benefits.
Right. Right.
You can see husband and wife qualities in somebody, but that doesn't mean that they get husband and wife benefits.
Exactly.
You know.
Like I said, bro, it's a conversation I would like to have more. Really.
What's up, Matt? She said, rather than traditional marriage aspect from our ethnic origin is stability. There can be ease and familiarity. And the union is actually a benefit to your mental and physical health. Mental health, you know.
Yeah.
Having a partner, having somebody you can, like what you said before, like we said, somebody you can confide in.
Right.
What that does for your mental health. You go home knowing, man, I had a rough day at work, but you know what? It's gonna be all right once that key turn in that door and them kids jump up to give you a hug and your spouse comes to meet you at the door or at the couch or whatever, you walk in with a kiss. You're like, you know what? That's why I went to work and bust my ass.
Right.
And that's why I'm gonna get up in the morning, I'm gonna do it again. You know.
I feel like every day you can learn something. You can learn something new about your significant other. Like, I don't care if you've known the person for almost 20 years. There's always that new day, that new opportunity. Like, every time y'all talk, that's another chance to understand that person.
Hey, what did you say right there? Key, every time y'all what?
Talk.
A lot of people ain't doing that.
Yeah, like, I'm just saying, like,
how many times you hear stories of people coming in and then bruh, I can't make this up, bruh. People will come home and not talk to each other for hours of being in the house and then wonder why they have issues.
right.
Y'all gotta talk. You gotta communicate.
They'll say, like, hey, what's going on? How was your day? Okay, I'm about to go.
And everybody doing this.
Right. You know, but, you know, I think it's just
J Smooth. Folks turn marriage into a business arrangement.
Yeah.
When it used to be established and ordained by God.
That's facts, bro. That's facts.
Oh man, I appreciate the comments coming in, y'all. Having a person that you can create a world with can be beautiful. I like that. I like how you worded that. Somebody you can create a world with. Finding a balance between your energy can benefit your spirit. It takes a lot of patience. Bruh, you preaching. It takes a lot of patience. That right there. I like how you said it takes a lot of patience because a lot of people, and I think this is another thing that Sean is talking about, people want results like this. I shouldn't have, remember Sean was saying that earlier, I shouldn't have to tell you, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? It takes patience for someone to have that empathy to start working with people. So I like how you said that. Every day is a chance to grow. Very well put. Very well. I like that comment.
Facts. I mean, you can't never say when you wake up that you can't learn something or find out something new about somebody that you've been with for 10 plus years. I'm gonna just say that 10 plus years. The love between the two people, it can grow and it can elevate every day, but it takes and it requires communication, efforts, patience, understanding. It takes a lot of time. And if you truly are, quote unquote, in love with that particular person, right? Because everybody, you know, you don't throw that, a lot of people throw that word out just to say it. Like, oh, it's just that's a fun word to use, you know? But
that's a buzzword, huh?
Right. But do you truly understand the definition of that word? Do you really, truly want to be a part of what that word stands for? Are you committed to it? You know, ain't nobody gonna force you. Nobody forces you to go cheat. Nobody, and everybody be like, well, they push me. No.
That's that lack of communication, bro.
Right. I feel
lack
like
of communication.
If you're unhappy, there's one or two things that I feel, and this is my personal belief. One or two things. It's either you either try to work it out,
Mm-hmm.
get down to the root of the problem,
Mm-hmm.
try to find a solution, and actually try to work it out. And if
Mhm.
that doesn't work, whatever y'all been trying to do to make the relationship or marriage work,
Mm-hmm.
it just doesn't make sense.
No, yeah. I mean, of course, things are gonna happen, but like you said, you communicated and you tried to work it out.
Right. Instead of just saying, "Oh, they pushed me into cheating," no. Just say, "Look, we tried everything. It's just not working out no more. And it's nothing personal. I just feel like we need to go our separate ways." There's nothing wrong with that, bro. It's nothing wrong with being truly honest. And a lot of people say, "Well, you say you want the truth, but the truth can still hurt more than a lie." No, I'ma still feel hurt no matter what. But
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna hurt, but I'd rather you be upfront and honest.
I will respect the person even more if they said, "Look, we didn't have a good time. I understand, it's just not there no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like I require more, and you're not able to do that for me, or you're not able to provide that for me at this time." Now,
Mhm.
who's to say that? Well, this though, Zig, who's to say that separation can't bring those two people back together? Because maybe we need to be separate, and maybe we need to rediscover ourselves and find ourselves and work on ourselves to better ourselves. Y'all can still be friends, and who's to say that you can't reconnect and refine?
Pretty much see if the grass is really green on the other side, and they're like, you know what? No, it ain't.
Right, because you could go out on many dates, but I guarantee you'll probably be like, "Man, it's not
Well,
like."
this person would have opened the door for me. This person would have.
But it's
No,
not
I
even
got
about
you.
that though. It's just more about the small things that we may take for granted in a relationship,
Mhm.
marriage with our significant other. Like every couple probably had that one thing that they probably always committed to, which will probably be like every Friday night, they'll probably go to the lake and just get on the bench or get in the back seat of the car and watch the water, the light hit the water or the stars. I know that sounds corny, but I'm saying that's something
But that's still just time you spending, like you said.
right. But it's that significant moment that you probably always look forward to, and it's just a special moment that y'all had.
That's y'all thing.
That's your thing, and you can't give that thing to just any old body in the future. You know what I'm saying? And then once again, you separated. You're trying to find yourself. You work on yourself. Maybe you needed that separation. Okay, you tried it out. It didn't work. Now you're technically single, right? And y'all best of friends. Y'all check on each other and stuff like that. And let's just say that you finally accomplished what you wanted to accomplish. Now, some people might be like, "Well, you couldn't do that when we was together." Well, probably at that particular time, you wasn't a little bit understanding of what I truly needed, or you was looking so forward to the short term and wasn't understanding, hey, I know right now I'm sacrificing spending time with you, but understand once I knock out this short term goal, you kind of got to stop thinking about yourself. This is not just, "Oh, I'm trying to do this for myself." Yeah, that's part of it, but at the end of the day, if y'all together, a union, you're trying to accomplish things so that way in the long term, y'all got more time for each other than ever. Plus, being successful at the same time. Like, and people, for everybody that's watching, if my voice,
we getting a lot of comments in. I'm gonna read some of these comments off. What you're saying though?
No, I'm just saying for the people that hear me, I'm under the weather and I'm trying my best to, hang with y'all, man. But go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we got a lot of comments coming through. Cobalt Hawk, appreciate you for chatting with us today, man. He says, "I think part of the problem is that this generation is not taught the meaning of accountability." This man coming, your first comment of the day, you coming in with some heat, bro. Hence the ease of cheating. Look at the school system these days. If a kid get an F, it's the teachers that gets in trouble.
Wow.
Green says, and this goes to what you said, Esrata. He says, on the point where you said that y'all need to have y'all's thing. Green says him and his wife make it a point to have at least 1 hour of convo when he gets off work. We then make sure we talk before we talk about our day before we go to sleep.
Yeah.
So you making that time in, going back to this is y'all are very, very much solidifying his point that he was making earlier. Like you putting that effort in, and that's what he was saying.
Instead of just coming inside before you read this comment, but before inside and straight. What you saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
oh yeah.
So instead of just coming in the house, hey, how you doing? You know, da da da, and you going straight to the phone. Put the phone down, turn off your phone, or do something. But it's not a distraction. Like put it on silent. Whatever you have to do. And this goes not only for relationships, but for your kids growing up. You have to teach them that this here will always be here. Like I want people to understand this. This will always be here, but the time that you spend with your significant others and your family and your children, that is not guaranteed thing every day. That's not to be scaring people, but that's a fact. That's a life fact. So every moment that you are able to sit down, and especially when your kid comes up to you and be like, "Oh man," and I'm not talking about the growing up stages. I'm talking about teenagers. You know, when we was teenagers, it was, man, I want to go out with my friends. I want to, like every moment is always, I want to go chill by my friend. Well, I want to see my girlfriend. But if you have that opportunity to sit down and your kids want to kick it with you and they want to,
yeah, that's true.
Put the phone down
and give them that divided attention
and chat, talk. You know, you don't always gotta have it. This is gonna be here when we are long gone. With your family and your kids and your friends.
Enjoy that time with them.
Enjoy that time because you never know. God forbid, you wake up, that person might not be able to wake up. That's something that happened to that person. God forbid.
I mean, we heard it happen to one for those that watch wrestling. His name was Bray Wyatt. Man told his wife, "Hey, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm just not feeling too good. I'm gonna go lay down for a little bit." Never woke up again.
Right.
Just that quick.
Right.
That quick.
You might wake up and you might say, "All right, I'm gonna see you later when I get
I got a little headache. I'm gonna just go lay down, sleep it off."
Right. Now you ain't waking up. So
read this next comment. Pooh says, and sometimes and appreciate you for chatting. I know you've been doing your thing with school and everything, so appreciate you taking time to chat with us. And sometimes you ain't finding out something new about the other person. Sometimes it's time to find something new about yourself. Exactly. Sometimes relationship requires introspection. Look at myself. Look that what we always talk about, that look in the mirror moment. Right. Because maybe I can communicate better, or maybe I can make a routine action that changes our cycles.
So that means that you're taking accountability.
That's correct.
So,
and she also says people need to stop blaming kids.
Yeah.
With the in terms of the marriages and different things like that.
Yeah, but that's accountability as well. You know, some people might be like, you can't, and that's a mixture of
the kids do what they were taught or what they were allowed to do. That is correct.
Or what their eyes are observing.
What their eyes are observing, the parents not stepping in. How many times I'll lose. I have too many. I don't have enough fingers to say how many times I've seen a parent give a kid, "Here, go on YouTube." You know how much stuff is on YouTube that's not like PG or G. You don't know what and
the way these kids,
the way the algorithm is set up. They probably started watching. Oh, okay, they're watching. They're watching PBS Kids. Okay, man. You get that kid on parental control device for 20 minutes. The algorithm had them from Barney the Dinosaur. All of a sudden, they watching Grand Theft Auto videos.
This man said Barney.
I'm just saying, bro.
Oh, people still watch that?
Nah, I don't think. I think they got him up out of here, bro.
Man, I don't even think they watch Bert and Ernie.
They got Bonnie up out of here, bro. But
Oh,
Chris
wow.
also said it's systematic how they handle the kids, but I still feel very hopeful that there are a lot of new immigrant families that are requiring more. Yeah, that boy said Bonnie got a whole document.
I don't think it's a good doc series.
They got a whole documentary, bro.
I don't think it's as good as. I don't think it's that good documentary that people think it is.
My 10-year-old is allowed to watch YouTube when it's on. See, you're there making sure whatever they're watching is appropriate. Exactly.
Right. I mean, but
Exactly.
like I said, kids nowadays, they are smart. They ain't stupid. They know how to.
I mean, you watch it, bro. What you give it?
I don't know.
What you get at Bonnie Doc, bro? Green.
I don't even have Netflix anymore, so I wouldn't know. But
Hey, I ain't lying, bro. I'm the same way. I just start turning them subscriptions off. I'm just like, I ain't using this. Let me save my little $20.
it's not even that though, man. Netflix don't put anything on that's useful anymore.
Bro, you remember when Netflix used to be like popping?
Right. People, believe it or not, people turn more to Tubi than they do with the original.
Tubi is part of your opening question. All that toxic. Tubi is Lifetime. It was almost like Lifetime, bro.
Tubi be having all the old joints, all the movies, like they be having all the classics on there, like, and then it's free. Like, come on, man. Like,
Bro, I heard them Tubi movies.
yeah, I know. They be free.
Somebody had
It's just like Lifetime movies.
a 2-camera production. It's like me and you going to film a movie. All right, bro. So look,
No, I know. But
I
hey,
heard the quality is ridiculous.
hey, it's working. It got people.
It's working. It's people talking about it. Concrete says I allow my kid to watch because it's helping her learn English. See, once again, just like social media, a lot of these things do have good qualities on it if used in moderation and used properly, like what Concrete is doing. So you use it to teach your kid English. So there you go. I also allow her to play some games. Once again, parental guidance, because it helps her learn, but with limited time and only when her chores are done.
So you're showing, you're teaching her values and.
All right, you do this, then you get to
Give her responsibilities. Like,
give it on responsibilities. I like that. That's pretty good. Good for you and your baby. Green says, I watch Netflix and Disney Plus way more than actual TV. I ain't gonna lie, I do have YouTube TV. I be watching like some of the football games that come on. Just kind of let it run. And I do like the fact that it's a monthly subscription. So if I feel like I ain't watching enough TV, I'm not turning that subscription. I'll go into the settings and turn that off with the quickness.
right.
And I'll turn it back on when I need something. But yeah, this was a good little chat, man.
Yeah, man. It's just, like I said, man, this will be a better conversation for another episode. Like I said, it's just something that caught my attention because, like I said, I'm on Instagram, of course, because I follow other podcast platforms and stuff like that, and I'm always on Instagram looking for positive quotes and stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie, I be on Instagram, not a lot, but there's always something on Instagram that like cooking. Like, I don't know why, bro. They post a lot of cooking stuff on there. I'll be like, damn, I'm gonna cook that. Be like, I don't know, but it was alarming though to me that minus the celebrities, even with the celebrities, even though I don't really take their relationships, even though they're human beings, the celebrities that everybody glorify and be like, oh, I want them type of relationship.
And that's the problem right there. They glorifying other human beings.
Right. It's just crazy that people really like they get separated, they divorcing. People that been like, oh no, such and such got divorced, like, but then it'll be simple people. Like, it just, even if it's not celebrities, it's just, you see a lot of people with all these, like the shave room. The shave room will post like a regular couple and it'll be some type of cheating. Like, how would you feel if this happened to you? and they will embarrass whoever that is getting cheated on, or it's just.
Yeah, they kind of laugh at people's demise or laugh at their pain or whatever, but
It is
yeah.
the society that we live in. It's something that we have to accept. But it's not. That's not something that you have to indulge in. That's what I'm saying. Is like, even though you might be in the face of negativity, and that's what really promotes and gets people attention, still stay who you are. And like I said, a lot of people get on social media and be something that they know they're not in real life, and that's the thing that I think a lot of people be beefing with other people about, is that you worrying about somebody that they got it out the mud. And I always say this to you, Zig. I say this to anybody. Everybody has the same 24 hours. Everybody always has the 365 days, 7 days a week. Everybody got the same amount of time. You can be doing something out here positive. You could be out here doing something to put some money in your pocket. But yet still, you got people that takes all day worrying about somebody else that's not even paying them attention. And I even tell people that go to video, and they be like, these girls or these, all this bullshit. Man, look, why are you even entertaining them? That's what they want you to do.
That's exactly what when you falling into their trap.
Right. The best victory is silence. Because you know what? Your life and what you're doing and the efforts and the hard work that you're putting, that's what's killing them. And the more you don't, no matter what they say to you, now, of course, if they're disrespecting you on a level of bringing your kids in it, then you're going to have an issue.
Yeah, now we got an issue.
Right. But I'm saying, stop worrying about other people's business. Mind the business that pays. Let people live their life. If somebody wants to buy Gucci and all this other stuff, that's their money. If that's not affecting your life and your pockets,
don't even worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Stop being jealous of people. They probably work hard for their money, and that's what they deserve, and that's what they want. Let that ego, let all that bullshit go. Please stop. Stop hating on people that's out here making a way to be successful in life. Plain and simple. Because if they can do it, you can do it.
Of course.
Busy behind the keyboard hating on somebody. Stop hating on somebody that's doing what they need to do in order to be successful in life.
That's a bar.
Plain and simple. Plain and simple, dog. But yeah, man, I definitely wanted to just chat it up with y'all for, a couple of minutes and stuff like that. I appreciate everybody that came through, left the comments. Y'all left some very informative.
I liked it. To say it was just kind of a freestyle show. We kind of just did a little pop-up.
Yeah.
Man, I really appreciate y'all, kind of understanding everything with the production of the show and everything like that. We still here. It's just like Sean said in the opener that life is just happening, but we still pushing through and still making content.
Right.
But even through the fact that we haven't been as consistent as we want, y'all still show up, man, whenever we go live, and I appreciate it, man. And
definitely.
we all see it and we appreciate it. And for those that are watching this, because we get a lot of, this is very fun, and we get a lot of people that go back and watch our older stuff after the live stream. So those that are watching this in the future, we appreciate you as well.
Right.
So make sure to shout y'all out as well, even though if you might not be able to make it live. So that's all I got, man. I appreciate it. And man, hopefully you feel better. Sean. Yeah, go ahead. Drink you some tea, bro. Drink you some hot tea.
Hot toddy, I guess, if that's what they want to say.
A hot toddy.
Whatever.
Tea. I think tea got caffeine in it. That might keep you up.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The way I'm feeling, bro, it don't matter what. I know I'm gonna probably.
You just want to get rid of it.
Yeah, I want to get rid of it. But
probably get you some I don't know how you are about like medicines and stuff, but like Robitussin.
I'll look at that, stuff like that. Alka-Seltzer stuff.
I ain't know, like some people like more natural methods like tea, hot tea.
Yeah. But
certain things like
I'm gonna shake back though. Like I said, just
what they say, get a few teaspoons of honey.
Yeah. But I'm gonna shake back.
Yeah, go ahead, shake back, dog. Go ahead, get you some rest. And definitely appreciate you pushing through the episode, even though you're a little bit under the weather. It could have been easy to be like, man, I'm gonna just go ahead to next week. We got you, bro. I'm gonna go lay down, and you'll be within in your right to do that if you felt like that. But definitely appreciate you pushing through. When you feeling under the weather.
Definitely appreciate our followers for coming through and chatting with us.
Y'all.
Definitely next week, the crew will be back together, and we probably might rekindle and revisit this topic, just to kind of get Tay's perspective, because Tay be dropping jewels and, of course, drop some gems, and, it'll be good to get a woman's perspective. And this is not about, once again, this is not about downplaying and, choose the lane. I understand whatever you deal with a person, you chose that. It's just nowadays, it just seems like everybody is just, they say they want the simplest things, but that's still not enough. When you go above and beyond, that still might not be enough. So even if you go years and doing the same thing, like not trying to start another conversation, but
no, you good, bro.
This is something that we can revisit to the point where when we come back, ask yourself, what are some ways to keep the relationship / marriage
see, there you go,
fresh?
What are you doing to initiate? Everybody always want you to do something,
right? Besides the communication, of course, we know that communication is number one. But what are some other ways? What are other things that we can do? Forget the standard stuff that everybody say, communication, understanding, pain. No. What? And this is for our community. Y'all come back next Thursday. What are some ways that we can?
My dog giving y'all homework. This your homework assignment.
Because it just makes sense, bro. It makes sense. And maybe we can all learn from each other or something like that. So, yeah, man. But other than that, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in with me and Ziggy. As always, follow us on all platforms. Watch us live on Thursdays. And if you can't catch us live, you can always go back to YouTube, replay it. And even if you can't watch the replay or watch us live, we're also available for you to listen on your way to work, in the gym. You're sitting on the balcony with your significant other. You can still listen to us on all platforms, iHeartRadio, wherever you can listen. You can listen to us at. All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all for chopping it up with us. I hope y'all have a great Thursday night. I hope y'all all get through Friday as quickly as possible, and y'all have a great weekend, a safe weekend as well, man. So until then, I'm S. Ryder. That's Ziggy the Beast, and we are out.
Yes, sir. See y'all in the next one. And for those that are on Twitch, we're gonna send y'all over to the homie 8-Bit of Fun. Tell them we said hello. S. Ryder and Ziggy the Beast. And this is Hash It Out Podcast. Not episode 7, but kind of like a little hybrid episode, like a little buffer, a filler episode. Like some of your favorite shows have filler episodes. It's kind of like a filler episode. All right, y'all. See y'all in the next one. Thank you.